Hello there, YouTubers, and welcome to another DrCassette video. Now, here on YouTube, it really seems like it's a bit of a tradition that everybody is unboxing everything on camera. So here we go, you've guessed it, with another unboxing video. And this time around, it's a bit of a special video, a bit of a special unboxing video actually, because we are going to unbox a piece of computer equipment. Yep, I yesterday got a new printer, a Hewlett-Packard Officejet Model 4500 desktop. Here we go. Let's take a look at the box. This is the Hewlett-Packard Officejet Model 4500 desktop. And this is a printer, a scanner, a copy machine, and a fax machine. But I'm never going to use the fax feature, I'm pretty sure. This was a special at a local supermarket, and I paid €69 for this thing, which is incredible. It's incredible how cheap these things are. If you go into the internet, they are in fact even cheaper. You can get one of these things for about €30. You wouldn't believe it. So anyway, I thought it would be safer to get it in a real shop rather than getting one in the internet, because these things of course like to break. Now this is the thing that's going to replace my Canon printer, which is just completely refusing to work. It just doesn't print anymore at all. And this is also going to replace my Canon scanner that served me well for 8 years, and I think it will continue. I'll take it over to the computer in the other house, I think. However, this is of course going to save a lot of space, because it's of course the printer and the scanner all in one. So, enough of talking around, let's start the unboxing. This is, you may have already seen that, it proudly says lowest cost per page on the front. Now of course I think you can find something like that on every box of every printer, but I got an HP because before I got the Canon printer, I used to have an HP printer, and I never had any problems with that printer at all. Never. And it crashed down to the floor a couple of times, and afterwards it was still working. So these printers aren't bad. I don't think this was a bad choice. Well, here we have papers, manual, the CD with the drivers. These are the ink cartridges this one is using. These are the 901 models, and I actually looked in the supermarket in the next shelf. Next shelf near the printers, they had the cartridges, and I would take a look at the box of the printers to find out what cartridges they were using, and then I would go to the other shelf and see which cartridge was the cheapest. And these cartridges in fact they do have a pretty good price actually. The black is like €15 and the color is €20. And there was actually somewhere it said how many pages it could do with one cartridge. There it is. With the black cartridge you can do about 200 pages, and with the color cartridges you can do about 360 pages. Of course, I don't know how that is exactly calculated, but I think it is pretty good. Well, here we have a wire, apparently. This is the telephone wire if you want to use it as a fax machine, and well, product of China. Yeah, that's great. I don't think you can expect anything better for that price. This is the power supply, just a brick, as you can see. This is a okay. This is an adapter for again for the fax feature. Yeah, the cable, the telephone cable that came with this thing is for the American style telephone plugs. So this is an adapter for the German style, apparently. And last but not least, this is a very, very short power cord. Let me unwrap that. I want to show you. That's all! Yeah, this printer is winning a prize because it comes with the shortest power cord I've seen in my whole entire life. These are about 30 centimeters. That's a joke. It really is. Here we have packing material, and this is where the paper comes out of the printer. It goes like that. Put that to the side. And here we have the printer. Better put that like this. And there we go. Get rid of the box. Here is the printer, as you can see, and styrofoam, and plastic, of course. And well, something I don't like about this thing is it's black. And of course these things really like to get dusty. So that's a bit of a downside, but the only white printers they had were Canon printers, and well, after the Canon broke so soon after I got it, I'm never going to get a Canon again, that's for sure. And they had some other HP models there as well, but those were really cheap. I mean, you would open up the door of the scanner and it would, it would be all wobbly and, really cheap. So this really isn't too bad. Let's see, here is some more stuff in there, which I can't get out. Better don't force that. So, yeah, next we are going to see this printer being set up near the computer. Here is the printer in its new home, and as you can see, I got it hooked up to the mains, and I also got it hooked up to the computer. And this printer does not come with a proper USB cable. You have to get that separately. Well, luckily I had a proper cable lying around. I've also built in the cartridges, and I put in some paper, and I've also adjusted the cartridges, and that is really high tech. Because usually, when you're adjusting the cartridges, the printer is going to print a piece of paper, and according to all sorts of lines and weird stuff on the paper, you have to do all the adjustments manually in a menu on your computer. Well, not with this one. This prints this sheet of paper, as you can see, and you simply take this piece of paper and let the printer scan it, and then it's doing all the adjustments automatically. Well, that is quite amazing. So let's take a bit of a closer look. There we have the panel with all the knobs and buttons on it. We have the power button, and as soon as the warranty expired on this one, I'm going to replace this awful blue LED with something better. That's for sure. You have all your numbers, and that is not only for sending faxes through the telephone line. This is also for operating the menu. And here we have the display, as you can see, that lights up white. And currently it's showing the date and time. And underneath, with those little arrows, it shows you the functions it's doing. And as you can see, we have black and white fax, color fax, black and white copy, color copy, and color scanning. And you can see that little exclamation mark up there, I think you call it, and that is a warning light. Lights up red if something's wrong. And that's again for the menu, your OK buttons and these arrows. And you have this little tool there for some other settings. And, well, have a return button and a cancel button, and of course a green OK button. Here we are installing the software that came with the printer, and you really got to be a bit careful with this, because if you do it all with the preset settings, it'll install all sorts of garbage on your computer, including web updates and advertisements and so on and so forth. Now here is something funny. As you can see, they even made a bit of a film to show you how to set up the printer. There it goes. And of course it just goes on like that. And now the installation of the software is completed, and we now have a little icon on our desktop that is called HP Solution Center, and if we click that, we get a black screen. So that's really an awesome piece of software. And now we're going to print something. I got all the software installed properly, so this is actually the first try. So first got to pull this out, this thing here, because otherwise your paper is going to fall down on the floor, which of course you don't want. And here we go. Well, that's of course a lot faster than my old Canon printer. It says printing right there in the display, in German, of course. And there we go. And you've guessed it, that's a photo of me. And yeah, I know you're probably not able to tell by the background, but this photo was taken in Paris. I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you again soon.